very quickly. In August 2018, I lost a cousin, suddenly, 10 years younger than me. And 3 days later, I flew to London to join two classmates for a trip to Barcelona. I wasn't particularly close to my cousin, so I didn't think it had impacted me beyond the point. When I got to London, I felt very unwell. I called a doctor to the hotel. My blood pressure was 200 over 110. Unknown to me, I had internalized what happened to my cousin. And my homeopath helped me to understand later that in my subconscious mind, the concern or the anxiety was that मुझे ऐसा कुछ हो गया तो फिर मेरे बच्चे का क्या होगा, you know. But my conscious mind did not recognize it. So this cardiologist came to my room and he said, you don't need to be admitted because there's no issue with your heart. It is your nerves that are driving your heart, you know. And he charged me 300 pounds for that. And for the Marwadi in me, my blood pressure went to a little more. And the short story is, my homeopath gave me gelsemium. So if you read Dr. Batra's book, it will say on page 2 that 50-60 million people in India have this sort of a problem. It will tell you on page 7 the symptoms of this, all of which I experienced that night. You know, when you lie down, suddenly your heart rate goes up, you can't breathe, there's an orchestra playing in your head. If you see how he starts his chapter on anxiety, it says something like the butterflies in your stomach turn into bees.
That's right.
I can tell you from my personal experience, the song in your heart becomes an orchestra in your head when that happens. I've experienced it. I took gelsemium 1 mg and my homeopath told me in 3 minutes you will be asleep. And in 3 minutes I was asleep. And since then, in the last 6 years, I've had 4. This is like a bit of a jack in the box. You know, once the genie is out, you can't put it in. So whenever you have some moment of stress in your life, which you may or may not be aware of, the genie will come out again. And each time, and if you see page 14, he lists remedies, remedies which work for anxiety. And 3 of them I have taken, depending on the situation. One is gelsemium, one is arsenic alb, and one is aconite. And they work, and you will be asleep in 5 minutes. So because we are here for homeopathy, I wanted to share this example because I want people to know that there are 3 very common misconceptions about homeopathy. One, that it is sugar pills, it's a placebo, is not true. One is that there is steroid in it, not true. One is that it works very slowly, it's not true. You'll be asleep in 3 minutes.